May your days be long and your hardships few.
Sivaris, is it? I've heard good things about you and the work you've been doing in the short time since you came to. We'll definitely need your help getting things back to normal, Sana. Sana over here could also use your help, I'm sure.
Good health,
cool.
Long life.
The more we can do to clear up Nestlewood, the faster Sana can get back to work.
Dionys Aka.
Inoculation. With many of the Alkin now inoculated, we can focus on getting out of here and not have to worry about wiping out the Alkin population in the area. Here, choose from these. You've done good work and you deserve to be rewarded. Oh, lines. I don't need strength. I need defense. Well, the need is a little bit of an exaggeration.
Remember the lessons of the past.
The missing scout. We now have several separate confirmations of unusual activity up on the Shadow Ridge. This is disturbing. We thought that the scouting mission already undertaken had been thorough. That's wild. That word is really wild. Has been thorough. One of my scouts hasn't reported back yet. Shaman, I need you to head southwest to the other side of Silverline Lake and find Tolan and see what has delayed him.
Remain vigilant.
I can do that. I mean, the word thorough or throughout and through and everything is a huge issue for non-native English speakers. It's crazy. They look the same, especially if you're stricken with ADHD and you just skim over words. Mostly it makes sense, but sometimes if this word pops up, it just messes with my brain a little bit. I'm sorry, I already forgot to. I again forgot to mute my microphone for drinking. God damn it! Let's see. Oh, that's the Blood Elf mission over here. I remember this one. Hey Tolan, help! Blood Elves. They ambushed me. Don't have long. Hurry up, man. We must eliminate the Blood Elf threat. Find out what they're up to. They're on the ridge behind me. Okay.
May your days be long.
10 Blood Elves then. Baladash Malanore. I don't know, the sound effects of lightning bolt is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to, but no, I do have a shaman, another one that is healing shaman, that is a healing shaman, and I'll probably use him as a elemental shaman as well, because you share more potential gear with a resto shaman than you do with a enhancement shaman. Maybe I should level my high mountain shaman as elemental this time around. I mean, I've played restoration shaman since Mist of Pandaria. So, well, yeah, I know restoration shaman a little bit, but elemental I honestly never gotten into all that much. These blood elves mean to kill us all. How are we to divert them from this course? That's a good question, man. I have a plan. We must kill their leader. Without their master, perhaps they will retreat to regroup. We just need to buy time until the repairs are completed. Then Vindicator Alder must know of this. Kill the surveyor, then return to tell him what we found. Slay Surveyor Kendris, and then inform Vindicator Alder at the crash site in Ammon Vale.
Remain vigilant.
I can do that. Is there anything I can do here? No, that's... I like the look of this chest piece. Weathered chain shirt. I really like it. Even though it's pretty strange that I can wear chainmail as a shaman at level 7, but that's again something that's rooted in my recent classic adventures. So, a lot of plants. These plants seem important. You should take them to Vindicator Alder at the crash site. Sure. Level 7 is nice. Didn't I get something at level? Yeah, flame tongue weapon. Wait, this is a 1 hour buff, isn't it? Yeah. Causing each of your attacks to deal 1 additional fire damage. Does this also count for my ranged attacks? No, obviously not. Or does it? Flame shock, melee? No, I don't think so. Let's go with a primal attack here. Primal strike. And yeah, flame tongue attack did a little bit. Yeah, but not much. This will be much more important later on as soon as we hit level 10 and choose our actual specialization. Don't we get Rockbiter weapon at some point? Wind Fury is pretty decent, but enhanced elements, Maelstrom weapons, come on. Storm Strike. I can't see Rockbiter weapon here. Was Rockbiter weapon a victim of the skill purge back in, I don't know, when was it? Warcraft of Draenei or so?
Arcanon Poros.
A lot of
Remember the lessons of the past.
I thank you for dealing with the Blood Elf Surveyor. Surely she was their leader. Rest assured we will deal with whatever remnant of them is still nearby. Please take one of these weapons as sign of my gratitude. 20 silver, 20 silver, 25 silver.
Dionys Aka.
Lot of
Good
plants.
health, long life.
What have you got there?
Blessings upon your family.
Here, let me read those plans. The Blood Elves have followed us here. They are evil to the core and should be wiped from existence. The Vindicator takes a moment to regain his composure. I apologize. That was uncalled for. We are indebted to you for uncovering this information, Sevaris.
Do not lose faith.
Sevaris, while you were out investigating the Shadow Ridge, Zana, without N at the end, here has been going on about the holographic emitter. You might want to speak with her.
May your days
I can
be
do
long
that.
and your heart.
Hey Zana. I got it. I think I managed to fix the emitter. Here, I'll just activate this last crystal and that should do it. Take a look at the emitter, Sevaris. It looks like it's beginning to work. Someone is appearing.
Safe journey.
That's the thing. That's how I imagine her speaking. By all that is good, Sevaris, you must go at once to this Azure Watch and speak with Duvun. There is a path that leads west of this tiny isle. Follow it across and the Crystalbrook River to arrive on the larger path of the isle. Continue to follow the path and you should find Azure Watch. See if you can convince them to send us some aid and supplies. The rest of us will follow when we can. Thank you. We wouldn't have made it without you.
Be kind to those
Cool.
less fortunate.
Any more quests here around? No, I don't think so. Let's take this path. And I'm level 8. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I wonder what professions I will use as my Draenei here. I mean, Draenei are kinda have some deeply ingrained affinity to crystals, so maybe jewel crafting. Also, jewel crafting was introduced in the Burning Crusade, and it's probably cool to use a Draenei as a jewel crafter. I don't have an active jewel crafter as far as I remember. My paladin was jewel crafter in the beginning of Dragonflight, but then I changed to tailoring because my main character always was a tailor, so I just stuck with old habits and changed her to tailoring. So I don't have an active jewel crafter. I think that's the only profession that I'm missing for now. Yeah, I think that's true. Shaman. A couple mutated beasts jumped me and my leg is injured. I was sent on a scouting mission from Azure Watch after we received word from Zanar. Please, could you go speak with caregiver Chelan in my stead? She needs to know how many people to expect in Azure Watch. Azure Watch? Azure? Azure? In German, I would say Azur, but Azur, the Azure Mist Isle is the Azur Mythosinsel in German. So, as far as I remember, I haven't played with the German client in ages, but I think that's what it's called. So, if any of you care to correct me in my pronunciation of Azure or Azure, please feel free to put it in the comments. I'm stumbling across this all the time. In Azure Watch, I'm sticking with Azure Watch just to mix it up a little bit. Just cross the Crystalbrook River here and continue following the road until you get to Azure Watch. Be sure to ask her for a place for yourself to stay in.
Beware.
It's also the word Shaman. It's also I could say Shaman. I could use Shaman, but I don't have any clue how to correctly say it, so I'll just switch it up every now and then.
Open your heart.
Okay, red snapper, very tasty. I found that these waters are bustling with red snappers. Very tasty fish. With a fishing net, I can catch enough to feed dozens of Draenei. Unfortunately, I was recently attacked by a creature known as a murloc while netting in the river and have suffered some injuries that prevent me from doing my job. I need help. Use this fishing net gear. Use this fishing net near schools of red snapper, found in the Crystalbrook River to the east. You catch to catch the fish. What do you say? Remember to return the net when you're finished.
Favor the road.
Sure, I got a free fishing pole out of this, so of course I'll do this. Okay, any murlocs spawning? Nope. Any murlocs spawning? Nope. Skittering crawler. Nah. I remember being jumped by murlocs when catching the red snappers, so. Also, is this the new... I can't remember that they updated the graphics for the fishing pools. I mean, it would look amazing, but I don't think this is the new graphics. But damn, it looks good. Also, I don't think that they made any graphical changes in the last patch. the next changes that are coming are probably the Elemental Shaman lightning bolt changes. So I'm pretty curious of how, you know, I'm so curious that after this recording I might log onto my Paladin and just head over to Donegal and fish outside Donegal for a little bit. Because as you can see here, Donegal, here at this river, where is there? Here at this river are a huge amount of fishing pools. Hello there. And you basically never have to search for a fishing pool. I mean, never is not correct, but way less often than not. Done. Just let me get out of here. I don't want to jump through the water like a madman. Or like a mad goat. And if I honestly, if I call Draenei goats, I do it in the most respectful way. I love Draenei. They are one of my favorite alliance races. Second only to Are they second to anything in the alliance? I don't think so. Let me go through Night Elves. Oh, of course, Night Elves. Yeah, that's of course Night Elves. I'm a big elf fan, so it's not even a question. But Draenei are close second. Before Draenei were introduced in the Burning Crusade, actually Night Elves were my favorite race in the entire game. After they were introduced, I leaned towards Blood Elves for a bit. And for a bit, I mean for many years, until I rejoined the Night Elf squad with my druid. Also, my main is still a Blood Elf, simply because I'm too cheap to transfer her over to Alliance.
Open your heart to the light.
By a race change, or faction change much rather. So if this was cheaper or for free at some point, I don't think it should be for free. Choosing an alliance, a faction, is a pretty big deal. And honestly, it is only the race choice is only cosmetic at this point because of your warband bank and all the stuff you can share between characters. So it is only cosmetic at this point. But without rambling further on, I want to play on. Travel to Azure Watch. Ah, good to see you again. I'm glad that we were both able to get our enemy emitters fixed, or we might never have found one another. And don't worry, we'll see to it that Ammonvale gets help and supplies. Speaking of assistance, now that you're here, go around and introduce yourself to the others. I know that there is plenty to do.
Remember the lessons of the past.
There definitely is plenty to do. Where is the... Okay, it's inside. But I'm a bit confused, because I thought those quests were to turn in at different places, but they obviously are not.
May you find what you seek.
Okay, they are. Okay, let's quickly make this my home. That's something I always forget. Words from Azure Watch. Oh, you must be one of the adventurers we've been hearing about. I'm glad that you came. Don't worry, We will send someone to see that Aeon's injured leg. To see to Aeon's injured leg. I'm most interested in hearing all about your harrowing story of survival. You're a brave one to have made it all the way here. I sure am. I have to choose my reward. That's 5 silver. That's 3 silver. Yeah, that's not even a question. But where do I have... Ah, damn it, I have to return the net. I remember.
Browse at your leisure.
Damn it.